Alright, so we got some pretty nice changes in this update. The best one, by far, is the Preview Decorations option. If you go to the room console, you'll see the option here like I have. And as soon as you activate it, you start a 60-second timer. It is very similar to the Preview Colors option via the Polychrome, except unlike the Polychrome, I haven't yet figured out a way to keep the function, break the timer, and get into decoration mode. If you try to enter decoration mode while the preview is active, you will only have the options to play with the Polychrome or to stop the preview entirely. If you interact with the Polychrome, just about every change you make on it will break the preview. And when I say break the preview, I mean that the timer will continue, but the decorations themselves will return to a unfunded or funding state before construction. There is a way to enter decoration mode while the timer is active, but since it breaks the preview anyway currently, there's not really a benefit to it, so I'm not going to be really putting that info out there for now. If I manage a way to get the preview to stay, break the timer, and enter decoration mode all at once, I will put out a video on that. But for now, let's move on to Redzone changes. To give a good reference for how these changes are going to help you, I'm going to pull some old-ass footage from the first video I ever made, the basics video. Let's play that here. In the old footage, I go on to talk about how red zones are by doors or decoration consoles, or by players themselves, and how it was kind of different because some consoles had much smaller red zones, like the one in the Crimson branch, and then most general room consoles were like absolute whores and wouldn't let you anywhere near them, and it was super frustrating. However, this has changed drastically. Consoles don't even have a red zone anymore. Take that, you dirty console slut. Doors, as long as you don't push the anchor point into the next room, you can put the decoration wherever, even if the vast majority of the physical mass is like clipping through into the next room. That's totally fine. You want to make a tunnel that is seamless and goes into the next room? You can do that. Just don't push the anchor point through. Keep in mind though that not every red zone was completely removed. Teleporters still create a red zone. Some rooms have like red zones that are based on like their own structure. Like the Oricon Lab, the floor there has a red zone on the upper level. There's still one there, but for the most part, consoles and doors have all had their red zones completely removed, and other places have had minor touch-ups. We might get more removal in the future, but for now, this is already orgasmic. If you go to the Tenna Lab, you will see that there is now a second console where you can start research for the new backdrops, which are just the skyboxes. I won't be covering this until tomorrow after I have unlocked them all, so that way I can start talking about those. Skyboxes have a few tricks that don't make any sense, but they are what they are, and I'll cover those in that video as well. In addition to these changes, the clan hall ranking order has been removed. There's not really a whole lot to show in a video with that. You could just now build the clan halls in whichever order you would like without having the moronic prerequisites that were there prior. The last thing of note to discuss is the Railjack monument that was added for clans that had built a dry dock prior to update 29.10. This thing is pretty friggin' huge. I honestly would much rather just have the base that it's on and remove the Railjack. I'm interested in the base as a decoration. I think that'd be nice. Please, thank you. But otherwise, if you care for it, here this is.